Hey everyone, it's Schaefer, founder of APSD, the Association of Property Scene Designers. Welcome to your next lesson in your series of APSD continuing education videos. Now, this is the kitchen where we talked about the specific nooks in the kitchen, and I really want you to see how we've created scenes within a scene in this kitchen. It was really important to do in this particular kitchen because it's so tiny that we really wanted to give them moments of enjoyment throughout the entire kitchen, and of course then pulling it all together. So we start very simply. We have a small scene right in the refrigerator of some pancake mix and syrup. So right as they open up the door, you'll be able to see this on the very lower shelf. So if you take a look at that, you'll be able to see just a tiny little scene right there of some Bisquick and syrup. And a lot of people might immediately go, you know, what the heck, why is there Bisquick in the fridge? And it just makes it kind of fun and interesting. So it's a special little surprise. So sometimes it's okay if you use something in a little bit more of an unusual way, as long as it still makes sense. The next thing we did with the refrigerator, you can tell that there's really no space on top of it to do any kind of a nice display or cookie jar or anything else. So we very simply added this beautiful little berry wreath to the top. It's a deep, dark eggplant color which works well with the rest of the colors that we've been using throughout the house. So again, very simple. It's not meant to make a great impact. It's actually just meant to get them to start to enjoy the kitchen and to keep moving through it. So the next scene that your customer sees as they're walking through, keeping in mind that I have two small rugs on the floor to pull all the colors together, the next scene that they see is right above the dishwasher. We have something really nice right here on the top of the counter. And remember, this is important, a lot of people in these scenes want to make everything, every scene, boom, every scene is so impactful. And the truth is you're going to give your customers sensory overload if you try to do that. So what your job really is to carry the flow throughout the rest of the kitchen while giving them one big great scene to focus on. And we did that by really completing the scene in the nooks in the kitchen. But the smaller scenes that support the large scene are things like this. Small coordinating hand towels, another little appetizer plate in the green colors. We have green, red, and yellow in this room. And then just some little carving tools as well for cheese or an appetizer. So those are just a small little scene, again, not meant to give you a huge impact, just meant to support the bigger scene throughout the kitchen. And then, of course, we've created a beautiful cascade here with some sort of mixture of an espresso and chocolate dish, which we've coordinated in other rooms throughout the property as well. We've carried that through these simple shelves to create a 4-tiered cascade, along with some small pieces of fruit, paper mache fruit, which we, again, coordinated with the scene in the family room at the fireplace. So as we move throughout this kitchen, again, just in support of the larger scene, you can see another coordinating hand towel here that coordinates with the towels that you've already seen. A small little plant that brings the outside in and the inside out, because the window here leads to the back, the outdoors, which is a very, very pretty deck and garden area. Now, we continue to coordinate here with another hand towel that's coming out of the drawer. This is a great little trick, by the way. When you have something that's coming out of a drawer, it usually tells people you need to take a sneak peek inside the drawer. You don't have to do it, but it's a great opportunity for you to have a hidden pocket of emotion. You can go either way with it. And on another series, I'll show you some great opportunities to have hidden pockets of emotion inside these kitchen drawers. Of course, as we've talked about, these small scenes are all in support of our one larger scene here in the little nooks in the kitchen that create a beautiful diamond shape and also a wonderful cascade, finalizing on top of the counter with the tray and the tea set and the tea towel. We continue throughout the kitchen. Again, it's very tiny. You can see how small this is, which is why our small scenes only support the large one. Another coordinating hand towel, another coordinating small appetizer dish, and of course, I love these little marinated vegetable jars because they really look nice, especially on top of stainless steel. And then we have two other little scenes that are going to be in support of the entire kitchen. One is just what I refer to as a dinner scene. So, of course, the oven mitts coordinate with the rest of the hand towels or the tea towels throughout the kitchen. We have some coordinating salt and pepper shakers, one more of those beautiful green dishes that everything's sitting on. This is actually called a connector. So it's connecting the scene with the foundation, which is the countertop. It's a great little APSD term that you should be aware of. And then, of course, some vinegar and oil and some pasta. So we have a small setting for a dinner scene. Again, a complete individual scene in support of our larger scene in the kitchen. And finally, last but not least, we have just a small picnic basket. Of course, the colors work with everything else that's in the kitchen, but it fills an otherwise kind of odd, lonely space. So we wanted to fill it completely, which is why we chose to use this little picnic basket with some coordinating placemats here, as well as rolled up, and some little rattan cups too. So now you can see how it's really important to understand how to create a scene, but also scenes within a scene in each and every room in the house, and how you should always define one key scene and how the others should be in support of that. I hope that you've enjoyed this lesson in your APSD Continuing Education video series. I can't wait to show you what's coming up next week. I'll see you then.